Hi everyone, welcome to Learning by Doing with Praveen Kandan. This is Praveen. In this Java array programming playlist, we will learn array programs step by step. This is Java array programming session number 1, Introduction to Arrays in Java. If you are confident about learning, then like the video and subscribe the channel for more updates. Please click the bell icon and select all notifications. Don't choose personalized option. You may miss some session updates. Let's get started. Before getting the array concept, we should know why we need array in Java programming. We'll discuss with example. So problem with an without array, suppose you want to store marks of 5 students, then what you'll do? So simply you'll declare 5 variables int m1, m2, m3 till m5. You'll initialize the values like this. No issues in that. If the number of students count is less, you can go with the normal variables itself. No issues. But problem will rise if having many variables. We'll discuss all these problems with real-time examples. So already having the document one by one we'll discuss now. If you're having the too many variables, then what's the issue? For each student, you need to maintain a separate variable. Am I right? You need to create a separate variable for each and every student. So 5 students, not an issue. Let's say 50 students are coming. So 50 variables you have to maintain. 100 students are coming. 100 variables or 1000 or 1 lakh. Are you going to type like this into M1, M2, M triple nine, M 10,000? Are you going to type like this much of variable? It's a tedious one, am I right? So if you are declaring this much of variable, it takes more time. Imagine saving 100 contact numbers, each with a different paper slip. Very hard to manage, am I right? Each and every paper slip, you are writing one by one numbers. So how many papers will come? 100 papers. Same thing you are doing now. So each and every marks of the student, you are typing one by one, M1, M2. If it is a student's count strength is 10,000, till 10,000 you are going to type the variables. It's a tedious one. It's not a right method. Am I right? You are manually creating, remember, and manage all variable names. It's not a easier one. I hope you are clear with this example. What's the problem to means how to process using the looping concepts? We already discussed about what is by looping. Please refer the pattern program playlist. It is already available in our channel. So next, back to the topic. What is the issue number 2? How to process using loop. So what we want to do means, if you like to print all the marks of the student, 5 students not an issue. Without array, it's not an issue. 5 students means standard out dot println and M1 till M5 will type it. Assume that 1,000 students are there. 1,000 student marks are available. Are you going to type it like one by one? SOP M1, M2 till M5 or M100? It's not a bad I mean, it's not a good approach. I'm right. It's a bad approach. So why we are telling it is a bad one means repeating code again again. I'm right using SOP again system.out.println and system.out.println. So loops can't be used here. You may ask again if you're doing the same task, why can't we get into that looping concept? Yes, looping is available, but for array it is not possible. Am I right? Because you are not starting from a sequence order from 0 to n position minus or 0 to n minus or 0 to 10 or 0 to 5. You are not going to use it. You are using the variables m1, m2 individually. So then how you can use the loop for initialization, condition, increment or decrement? How you can do it? It's not possible here because 5 variables or 10 variables, 1,000 variables. Each and time the variable names is differing. You are not going to the for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10 times, I plus plus. So 10 times it is executing. It's not executing this order. So M1, M2, M3 are indifferent variable, not a group one. So what loops needed means if it is the sequence like 0, 1, 2, so at the time it is okay. So that is what without array sequence is not possible. There is no sequence. You are simply using M1, M2. There is no relationship between M1 and M2. Indifferent. If you are using the array, easiest sequence, because array index always starts with 0. We'll discuss in the forthcoming session. As of now, just try to understand what's the problem without using array concept. So these are the problems we are facing. Problem number 3, difficult to calculate total or average. If you like to calculate the total marks of the student or average, what you'll do, 5 students means it's a simpler task. What is that? M1 plus M2, 5. So total divided by the total number of subjects is 5. So total divided by 5, you can calculate average. It's not an issue. When we are facing the issue means, if the total number of subjects is increasing 100 or 10,000, are you going to type like this, M1 plus M2 plus till M100 or M1000? Next, total divided by, each and a time you are changing the formula. After that, changing the divisor, divided by 1000 or 10,000. Formula means what you are adding, M1 plus till M100. That's what I'm telling. Okay, so change the divisor means total divided by 5 or 10,000, 100 students. You are changing the divisor value, it is denominator. So high chance of mistakes. We are all humans. Am I right? We can do mistakes. To a risk human. Am I right? So we can do some mistakes. We can leave some value M88 or M91. So there may be a chance of error. Not scalable. If the size is increasing, it is not accepting. That is, it's a tedious one. You are typing one by one. Next, problem number 4, difficult to search a value. If you like to check 90 marks is present in our marks statement of the 5 students means, we'll check one by one. In first statement itself, if you're finding, it's well and good. Otherwise, assume that 1,000 students are there. The 90 marks is present in the 234th value is 90. Are you going to check from M1 equal to 90 or not? M2 equal to 90 or not? Are you going to check it one by one till 1,000? Assume that worst case 90 is present in the 1,000th student marks, M1000. Till that, from 1 to M1000, you are going to search it. At last only you are finding. So automatically it takes more time to search a value. So long condition. It's not a readable one. Poor readability. Are you going to type like this? It, it's too long. Am I right? M1 to M1000 or something. You are going to type it 10 lines or 15 lines. It's not a readable one. So most students will take initially take more condition. It's not a easier one, tedious one. Okay, difficult to understand. Next, sorting is almost impossible. Sort marks in ascending order. You are going to compare from first value to next value. Example, I am having the values like 91, 95 in a unsorted manner. What you'll do, each and a time you are going to check it. First value is greater than the second value or not. Next, second value is greater than the third value or not. One by one, going to try it from first to till the last 1,000 values, 10,000 values. Again, you're swapping the positions. So automatically the code becomes complex one. So sorting algorithm needs index data only. Then only you can use that proper sorting. That is 0, index 1, 2, 3. If you are having the data like that, it's easier to sort it. Without array, no index, so automatically sorting is also an issue here. So these are the problems we'll face if we are not using the array. The solution is using an array. In the next session we'll discuss what is in the array. Now just try to understand, here int, this is the data type, square bracket represents array notation or symbol, marks is the reference variable of this array, marks is the reference variable of this array. Here in compile time itself, I fixed the values. How many values? 5 values, 80, 75, 90, 85. You can give any number of values. We'll go with the index number. In the forthcoming session, we'll discuss. Then it's easy to understand. 1,000 or 10,000 marks, you can give, not an issue. You can easily access it in the single name marks. Because previously, what you'll use, M1, M2, M4, M5. Here, single variable. What is that? M marks. This is the array reference variable. Okay, so benefit is storing multiple values using a single variable. In a previous example, you are using multiple variables. Here, single variable, you are using multiple values. We are storing using the single variable. We are storing multiple values. Easy loop processing, because it's always starts with the index number 0, so it's easy to traverse it. Clean and readable code. Anyone can easily understand. That's why arrays are needed. We'll discuss in a detailed manner in the next session. If you found the session useful, then like the video, subscribe channel for more updates. Have queries, drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching.